What's up, guys? Welcome to your 60th Android tutorial for the new Boston, again with me, Travis. And what we're going to do in this tutorial is basically get our customization on, you know what I'm saying? Get some customized buttons going, a little bit of graphics, you know, some basic stuff, but can really make your app look so much better. For example, if you're a graphical master like myself, you probably want, well, you're going to need to create three buttons, or three basically images, and add it to your project. Again, make sure everything's lowercase. You want your standard button, which is right here, and then once it's highlighted, which I'll show you how that happens, and you know, which is right here, and when it's selected, which something awesome happens. Now, just to let you guys know, if you're curious, for a side note, probably gonna do some like Photoshop tutorials on my channel at mybringback.com, and you guys can learn how to do basically graphics like this. No, I'm kidding. That just wastes everyone's time. But you know, you are gonna want three graphics. These are each 75 pixels by 75 pixels. And you know, make sure when you label them, they're all lowercase when you put it into your drawable, and we're gonna go from there. So there we go, we got our graphics done. And also, I didn't even mean for this to look like a flower. Like at first I wanted it to be like the sun or something, and then I was like, man, this just looks like a flower. This is crap. So I turned it into a flower. That's how much skill I have. So if you guys, you know, really want me to, I probably could teach you how to do some graphics like that. Alright, so now that we have our three graphics within our project, what we're going to do is we're going to right click on our drawable and go to New Android XML file, and you're like, what? Are you kidding me? In the drawable folder? Yes, guys, I'm serious. Like, this is where the magic's going to happen. And so what we're going to do is we're going to say custom button right in here, or whatever you guys want. Custom's fine. Make sure it's a drawable. And then down here, the root element for the XML file. This kind of gives us a starting ground. We can clean it out later, but it's easier if you just go down and hit selector. So choose that within this option here, and then hit finish. And it should look something like this. So now what we need to do is we need to add our three items, or three pictures within here, which are called items. We need one that's going to be just our regular picture, so we're going to say Android drawable equals at drawable / whatever you guys label it as. I label mine as plus, and there we go, we're done with our first item. Now what we need is we need to say if it's true when it's highlighted. If that's true, then we're going to want a different picture. So we're going to say state focused, which is basically meaning if it's highlighted or if it's being focused on. We're going to say if that's true, we want Android drawable to equal at drawable and then plus highlight, or again whatever you guys labeled your highlighted image as, and then finish off that item. And one last item here, and this is going to be our if it's actually pressed. So what we're going to do now is just say Android state pressed right here. If that's equal to true, then we want to also have a different background as well. So we're going to say Android drawable, and that's going to equal at drawable / plus selected, or again whatever you guys labeled these images as. So there we go, we basically set up our custom button. Again, it's an XML file within our drawable folder, but that's fine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our main XML, the one that we've been working with a little bit, and just open that up again for the portrait view or whatever view you guys want. We're going to change this add one button. So find that button, add one, and we're just going to delete the text, and we're going to say Android background equal to now our custom XML within our drawable. So we're going to say @drawable / custom, and we are good to go. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're done. Not positive. There's probably a ton of errors, and I probably messed up royally, but pretty sure we're done. So let's check it, double check like always. Yep, snip snip, clip the video because I did mess up. Told you guys. You suckers. Thought I did it right the first time. No, because then we can't learn. And learning is what it's all about. That's what makes us different than monkeys. And basically, if you guys ran that on your own and you're following along, basically the button was stretched out, and when you clicked it, nothing happened. Nothing was that awesome. It was just kind of lame. So we're just going to kind of clean up those errors because the order of the items is important. So that's kind of what I want to show you. So again, our add one button, just change the width from 250 dp to wrap content, because that way it won't stretch it out and it'll keep it the same, as we designed it in our Photoshop skills. And then switch over to our custom XML again, and basically it was just showing this one, even if we clicked it and all that good stuff, because we have everything in reverse order. It's kind of weird the way the selector works, but it kind of runs through everything and checks it. So first we want to have this and move it to the bottom, or just kind of our default image, and then we also want to move our press state to the top. So cut that and paste it above, and now we're good to go. Promise you this time, I think. It's always a gamble trusting someone you don't know. But there we go. Because before, again, nothing would change. Now it will kind of run through everything and check if that's true or not. And I'll show you guys what it actually looks like now, if you guys were curious. I just clipped the video because I don't want to waste your guys' time, because that'd be pointless. And let's open that up. There we go. We got our custom button. And you can also add text. Like, we deleted that text, you could have left that on, and it would print right over this button as is. So you guys can mess around with that as well. But as you can see, we just got our button. When we click it, you see that star for a little bit. Click and hold, we see our flower. I'm sorry. See our flower for a little bit. And you're like, where's the selected thing? You mess up again, Travis? And I'm not positive. But basically, what the selected is when you use these arrows, for example, like this button is selected right now, or highlighted, or focused, as the Android terminology is. Then we click up. Now this is focused, our button, custom button, and that's our highlighted one. So again, you can click it, and everything works fine. And I'll catch you guys in the next tutorial. Peace.